Welcome to a slow, beginner-friendly lesson on recapping phase A.2 inside ipython, made for absolute beginners. This lesson recaps phase A.2 using ipython. We retouch variables, types, and operators as short interactive sessions. We do not introduce functions yet. Watch each in and out pair as if you typed it yourself. One lesson, one idea, then we stop. Hold this thought, the next slide builds on it gently. Each teaching slide is a small ipython session. Inlines are what you type. Outlines are what ipython shows. You may pause and type along. The goal is recognition. A.2 ideas should feel familiar in a live shell. Especially remember, each slide is a small ipython session. When that feels clear, continue, there is no rush. A recap is not a failure of memory. It is how skills become automatic. We walk the same path again with a better tool under your fingers. Sit with the image briefly, then continue when you are ready. Set age to 30. Set name to the text data. Type name alone and press enter. Ipython prints the value. That is a variable, a name that refers to a value you can use again. Keep this line in mind. In 1, age equals 30. Let that settle, then we take the next small step. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. After age is 30, age plus 1 evaluates to 31. The name age itself is still 30 until you reassign it. Using a name in an expression does not change the stored value by itself. Keep this line in mind. In 1, age equals 30. Take a moment with this idea before we move on. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. Score starts at 10, then becomes 15. The name is the same, the value changed. Reassignment is normal. The last assignment wins until you change it again. Keep this line in mind. In 1, score equals 10. Hold this thought, the next slide builds on it gently. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. Prefer names that say what they mean. Total_price is _ready. ipython does not care about beauty, but you will when you read history tomorrow. Clear names are kindness to yourself. Keep this line in mind. In 1, total_price equals 19.99. When that feels clear, continue, there is no rush. Types answer a simple question. What kind of value is this? Whole number, text, true or false, fraction, or nothing? Ipython lets you check without guessing. Sit with the image briefly, then continue when you are ready. Call type on 30, you get int. Call type on the text hi, you get str. Saying types out loud is part of the skill: integer, string, boolean, float, and none. Keep this line in mind. In 1, type 30. Let that settle, then we take the next small step. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. N holds an integer. Label holds a string. You can inspect both with type. Integers are whole numbers, strings are text in quotes. Different kinds behave differently later when you combine them. Keep this line in mind. In 1, n equals 7. Take a moment with this idea before we move on. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. OK is a boolean, true or false only. Price is a float, a number with a fractional part. Booleans will drive decisions later. Floats appear in measurements and money-like examples. Keep this line in mind. In 1, OK equals true. Hold this thought, the next slide builds on it gently. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. None means there is no useful value here yet. Typing result may show nothing special as out, but type of result is none type. Remember the idea, missing or empty on purpose, not the same as zero or empty text. Keep this line in mind. In 1, result equals none. When that feels clear, continue, there is no rush. Operators are verbs between values: add, compare, group. In ipython you feel them immediately because out shows the answer before you build a file. Sit with the image briefly, then continue when you are ready. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 times 3 is 30. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5, division gives a float here. Arithmetic is the first operator family you learned in A.2. Keep this line in mind. In 1, 10 plus 3. Let that settle, then we take the next small step. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. Comparisons return booleans. 5 greater than 3 is true. 5 equals 3 is false. The text A is not equal to B, true. These answers become the raw material of decisions later. Keep this line in mind. In 1, 5 greater than 3. Take a moment with this idea before we move on. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. 2 plus 3 times 4 is 14 because multiplication happens before addition. Parentheses force the sum first, then times 4 gives 20. Store clear expressions in variables when readability matters. Keep this line in mind, in 1, 2 plus 3 times 4. Hold this thought, the next slide builds on it gently. Compute 100 times 1.21. Then use underscore divided by 2 to continue from the last output. This is how interactive work compounds without retyping long expressions. Keep this line in mind, in 1, 100 times 1.21. When that feels clear, continue, there is no rush. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. Print shows text as a side effect and may not create an out value you can reuse with underscore. An expression like the text high alone produces out you can reference. Both are useful, know which one you used. Keep this line in mind, in 1, print high. Restate it once in your own words if you like, then continue. Mixing types is where beginners get surprised. ipython shows the error instantly. That is a gift, you learn the boundary by touch, not by fear. Sit with the image briefly, then continue when you are ready. An int and a float can add and become a float. Converting the text 4 with int gives the number 4. Adding text 3 plus number 1 is a type error, we only note the boundary here, careful conversion is the habit, not forcing everything together. Keep this line in mind, in 1, 3 plus 0.5. Take a moment with this idea before we move on. Quantity 3 times price 4.5 gives total 13.5. Check type of total, float. Variables, arithmetic, and types in 5 column lines. That is A.2 living inside ipython. Keep this line in mind, in 1, t equals 3. Hold this thought, the next slide builds on it gently. Pause the video anytime and try the idea yourself in ipython when it fits. Self-check, create and reassign a variable. Use type on the basic kinds. Run arithmetic and one comparison. Use parentheses once, and underscore once on purpose. If any item feels shaky, rewind the matching A.2 video. Especially remember, create and reassign a variable. When that feels clear, continue, there is no rush. You now have language basics and a live tool. Next in A.3, functions, named blocks of work you can call again. Same slow pace. One idea per video. Sit with the image briefly, then continue when you are ready. Next we enter functions, why they exist, how to define them, parameters, return values, and calling. Still one concept per lesson. Keep ipython open when you practice, the shell remains your workshop. Especially remember, what functions are and why they exist. Let that settle, then we take the next small step. Variables name values. Types describe kinds. Operators compute and compare. ipython is where you prove each idea to yourself. That combination is the foundation for functions and everything after. Especially remember, variables name values, reassignment updates them. Take a moment with this idea before we move on. Thanks for the A.2 recap in ipython. See you in the next lesson, what functions are.